At BusinessWorks 2011, the first seminar was from local marketing agency Carswell Gould. Changing times mean businesses can't just rely on what they've always done.
A lot of people see advertising becoming less and less relevant as consumers become more and more wise to the game that the advertisers are playing. And although I always think there will be a place for advertising within the marketing mix, the problem it does give organisations is how can we get our messages out to the people that traditionally watched Coronation Street and watched in between the adverts, whereas now they're recording Coronation Street, stripping out the advertising, and the organisation no longer has that opportunity. So what we've started to look at for a lot of our clients and what a lot of other agencies are looking at is different ways of reaching those potential customers.
So how should businesses go about developing relationships with their market?
Well, obviously, if you're trying to build a relationship with somebody, a consumer, it's a two-way thing. There's conversations that have to take place, but there's also, you have to engage them in conversation in the first place. And this is why content is king. If you can't create interesting, dynamic content, ongoing, about your service or product or offering, then you're going to start falling behind.
But Gould does not believe it's as simple as commissioning a few videos.
Organisations need to move away from depending on media providers to give them the opportunities to talk to customers. And what we did within the work on the Gore-Tex Arctic Challenge was we created our own channels and we created our own content and focused quite heavily on that with a view to helping people, allowing people to share and to explore that content where they found it in their own time.
So how does this integrated media approach impact the business?
Businesses still need to go and find customers. They still need to communicate their values and their product offering to those customers. But what has changed is how the customers deal with those businesses. No longer can you assume as a business, either a service provider or a product provider, that you can just assume that your customers want your product or want to hear from you. The gap between organisation and customer has closed, and they expect to be dealt with on a level playing field. And what the onset of digital media and social media, what that gives us the opportunity, and it's been going on for years now, this isn't a new thing, is it lets us build relationships with the organisations, meaningful relationships, and where we're seeing the best growth and where we're seeing a lot of money going into it is to develop relationships so that the consumers pass on the business's message as a referral, because in the end of the day, people buy from people.